Chapter 41. Smashy is causing a ruckus. Just the first few minutes are total chaos. It kinda balances out, most of the middle half being pretty calm. Turns out the person blowing up Dot's phone is Blanca, Dot's mother. For me, it's fine to miss texts as long as I don't miss a call. That's when all Helgar breaks loose. Fried also apparently has a lot of mom friends, no matter the implications there. When Tinkatink gets sent blasting off again, it gets a pretty sick save from Blanca's Lycanroc. Now that's an entrance. Blanca touches down, and the best way to describe her is eccentric. You can also tell she is genuinely invested in her daughter's life, but maybe to a smother-mother degree. Turns out Blanca is actually there to bring Dot home, since Dot is actually only a part of the Volt Tacklers as a trial, and Blanca would rather not pay for the subscription. Although something tells me Dot doesn't want to return. It also seems like her mom didn't know that Dot was an influencer. So, I think when people say they want Pokemon to be more mature, they mean something like this. But Annie-Poke has its own ideas. Topics more like how to be authentic with your family. The relatability of how Dot can be comfortable and share her personal life with her helicopter mom. More universal things like that. I also want to say I love these cameos like Mousehold appearing to bring Dot some feel better donuts. It makes me wonder like where are the other Shitmons? Where's Polty? Anyways, clearly something is the matter with Dot, so her mom wants to go check up on her. But I appreciated how Liko and Roy jump in, offering to liaison. Because even if it maybe shouldn't be the case, some things just are way easier to share with your friends than your family. So Liko and Roy go to find out how Dot's feeling, and she actually opens up about how she came to join the Volt Tacklers. Somehow, Dot used to live an even more sheltered life and was even kind of a slob. She spent most of her days self-isolating and never really saw anyone but her family. Heck, I didn't even know that she did see her family. While browsing the web, she ran across Fried's page and discovered he was a Pokemon doctor and got pretty impressed by his CV. He's also in her house. They get to chatting about and exchanging Pokemon data like a bunch of nerds. But Dot does impress Fried with her Pokemon knowledge, and her perception of the Pokemon world may be about to expand just like ours. See, my toxic trait is I'm gonna get this game without having played X, Y, or Legends Arceus, but I got won over by the hype. Dot continues to be recluse and returns to her cellar, or bedroom. Meanwhile, she notices Iono actually out there living life and making experiences, and just maybe, she wants that for herself. Eventually, Blanca does confront Dot and comes to the realization that she's also a Pokemon trainer. Dot gives her some strong lip. It's pretty disrespectful actually, but I will say I love she's not afraid to speak her mind. Initially I did think it was a little random that Blanca challenged her to a battle, but they do say if you want to understand someone, you should battle them. And as we can see, Blanca wants to understand her daughter. The stage is set and we get Quaxly stepping up to the plate. It must also be pretty stressful having such an audience. We see Dot switch into battle mode, and hey, seems like the Flapple doesn't fall far from the tree. The battle itself is pretty good. At first, Dot tries to brute force her way through it, not as tactical as she typically is. Maybe the stress is getting to her because her and Quacker just aren't quite as in sync. Quacken gets it packin', and I really did love Dot's swan dive moment. They do a fantastic job of making Lycanroc come off as the beast it's supposed to be. It has this indomitable presence as it's just knocking Quacker around. After Quaxly takes quite a beating, did anyone else's heart start pounding here? I was like, oh man, is this it? The first starter evolution? Well, not quite, but Quaxly does have something cooking. Charging up the Lycanroc, we see that something's brewing. With some pretty great choreography, Quaxly picks up the move Low Kick. He is so sick, literally sweeps Lycanroc off its feet. And with that, Quaxly's got them the dub. Let's go Team Dot. And with this confidence boost, Dot's able to open up to her mom and express that she wants to permanently be a part of the Volt Tacklers. And actually, Blanca's touched. She takes into account that Dot has really come out of her shell. She accounts for her new friends, new skills, and this newfound passion in her. With all that said, Blanca gives her blessing to stay. Yeah, the Volt Tacklers are the spot for Dot. Really good episode! I took a poll on if this would be Quaxly's Evo episode, and looks like y'all were right, but we still got development from them both. When I went off to college, it really did strengthen my relationship with my family, and I think that's what's happening here. Dot's coming into her own, and her mom can respect that. For parents, they, should always want what's best for their kids. At the same time, though, of course, it's important to let them choose their own paths. So I'm happy Blanca understood the assignment there. And it's also neat seeing how Fried sort of acts as the linchpin to the Volt Tacklers without being too invasive here. And with a strong battle as the cherry on top, safely giving this one a B.